If you have a project that has a problem and needs a solution, please contact
us.
What's my business name?
No, I was gonna say me, and then I was like, no. Welcome. I'm Anthony from 123D Scan To CAD, and today we're with Mike at KA Racing Motorsports.
Here at KA Racing, we specialize in high-performance street builds and race car setup and engineering. So we're planning on putting this VR38 into an Acura Legend, which clearly was not meant for, which kind of creates a lot of issues for us, but luckily with 123D Scan To CAD, we're able to take all the information that he gives us and make it happen. So the primary problem with this swap is that originally the Acura Legend was front-wheel drive, and the Nissan GTR is an all-wheel drive drivetrain. The rear transmission / transaxle and differential assembly, which is also very unique to the Nissan GTR. So it creates a very large problem for mounting everything, and also for designing proper suspension geometry and subframes to get everything to work together as they should, and to make it so that the car drives down the road like a factory vehicle. And so coming up with all the mounts is basically the hardest part. Yeah.
Doing the suspension geometry, designing the mounts, make it all square so it doesn't crab walk down the freeway.
Yeah.
So what I can do for you, I want to scan this beautiful VR38 and the Acura Legend chassis, and I want to give you digital copies of it so that you can place the engine, design mounts, any other component that you might need to make this build happen. You're going to be able to find every bolt location you need to mount components, or say build a subframe for holding the engine in the car. You're not going to have to get a ruler out, measure where the engine mounts are, get a tape measure out. It's going to be a lot more accurate. Our accuracy with the 3D scanner is within 1/1000th of an inch. And once you get the engine in place and get your transaxle in place, you'll be able to do other things. If you want to design suspension geometry, do whatever you want with this information.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The number one thing I'm looking forward to out of the scanning is having all of the mounting locations and having the chassis itself, because that allows me to get everything placed exactly where it needs to be, and I don't have to do a bunch of trial and error with engine mounts and a bunch of measuring and, you know, a process that could take weeks, honestly, to get everything squared up. So this is going to, yeah, or months. The other thing I'm very excited about is being able to design the front and rear suspension geometry in CAD on the chassis. Again, it just eliminates a bunch of trial and error. I can get the geometry to behave exactly how I want it to before anything is even made, which saves both time and money and a lot of fabrication cost. In the future, I can see us expanding a lot with 3D scanning. It gives you a certain level of accuracy for engineering parts and designing things that is kind of unrivaled at the moment. So you can come out with a product that is much more, you know, its first iteration is much more accurate, and you don't have to go through multiple iterations of a product before you can actually release it. And I think that's the biggest thing with 3D scanning, is just reducing your time and reducing your costs on whether it's a product or whether it's on a singular build itself. And we definitely look forward to bringing more products on the market that have used 3D scanning from 123 Scan To CAD.
And we look forward to working with you. If you have a problem with your project, please contact us at 123D Scan To CAD and we will engineer a solution for you. Thanks for watching.